Okay, today we're going to make a dish called Minestra. It comes from the south of Italy. It's an old world tradition. You really won't find it in Italian restaurants because it is a family secret recipe that really is preserved for the south of Italy. Southern Italy has really the best cooking because unfortunately they're on the lower end of the economic scale, so they really had to use whatever the grounds would give them. In doing this, they were able to invent some really great dishes. This is actually one of them. So we start out with is some fresh escarole, some chopped onion, garlic, salt, and olive oil. But first, before we do anything, you always have to feel good when you cook. If you don't feel good, your food is going to taste terrible. It's Merlot. It's the best. So what we do is we put the rinsed escarole in a pot. We add the onion. Okay. And then we fill it up with 2 fingers of water. Now I don't know where people come up with cold water boiling faster, but it's not true. Hot water boils faster. So I make sure that water is nice and steamy hot. And I just add about 2 fingers filled with water. I don't really want to cover the escarole, or that is to say fill the pot all the way. I just want to cover it just enough to cook. Hey, like 2 fingers, see? 2 fingers filled with water. That's all. Okay. I bring it over here. I put it on the flame. Turn my flame up. I add my olive oil. I always use a nice amount of olive oil. It really complements the dish. Your garlic. You can use garlic powder, you can use fresh garlic, it doesn't really matter. A little salt. And you give it a mix. Now as this cooks, you're going to see that the escarole is going to shrivel up a little. That's it cooking. And it actually takes about maybe 15-20 minutes to cook. The end result of this is what this is over here. And I don't know if you can really see, but that's what it's going to look like when it's all done and cooked. You notice how the leaves are very different. I mean, you can see the difference. You see how they cook. Okay. Now what I want to do is what I have over here is some white rice. I'm going to strain my white rice because I don't want too much water in there. Rice water kind of, it doesn't taste too good. Okay, just enough rice. Add that to the dish. Do a nice mix. Okay. Now, you don't want to make soup, okay? That's a little too much broth. You want a little bit of broth. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to empty it out a little bit in the sink. Just a little. You don't want too much broth. It's okay if you lose a leaf or 2. It's fine. A little more. Okay. And that's really as much as you're supposed to have. Over the spoon. And this is what the end product looks like. This is called Minestra, old world Italian dish, handed down from generation to generation. Get a nice shot of it over here. And that's how you make minestra.